Hey guys, what's going on? I'm just finishing the update for the February 12th picks that Nate Bear put out from Profit Surge Trader. This is the review I've been doing. I'm trying to keep a track record, at least of his results and of my results when I take the trades. And so check out the description below to get access to this review and track record, and it'll be down there for you guys to check out. If you sign up here, right here, so you can get the limited time deal to purchase the Nate Bear's Profit Surge Trader for the lowest possible price. It might not be it might not always be this limited time deal, so they have been changing the price recently, so definitely if you can sign up as soon as you possibly can, because this might not hang around. It's a fantastic price at the moment. Sign up through this link. If you send me an email with a confirmation that shows me that you signed up through, well, not through the link, just if you signed up, I'll invite you to the Discord, which I have, which talks all about the service. So I have to make sure that everybody who gets into this particular part of the Discord actually is a paid member of Profit Surge Trader, though. Otherwise, it's unfair to unpaid members that are getting access to stuff. So yeah, so that's kind of like a bonus I'm throwing in if you come through my referral link right here, so you can check it out here, or any of the other links on this page are also referral links that you can check out as well. So again, quick overview that I always do. Basically, Nate Bear is an expert trader. He's taken 37,000 and turned it into $2.7 million. It took him 4 years. He uses a strategy called the TPS strategy. I'll leave a link to his basically his strategy for the TPS stuff, but also he uses the profit surge that comes after earnings for most trades. So that's what this profit surge trader is all about. So when a trade gaps up, usually it continues after earnings. If it's good earnings, it'll often continue up. And timing your entries into the dips, you can often get some really nice gains, like you can see in this NVDA example right here. And also, I did an interview with Nate. You can see that on this review as well. You can go and check it out. He's a really good guy, down to earth, very normal, very honest guy. So this is one of my favorite swing trading option services at the moment. I go into all the details here. Not sure why this is like scored out like this. Maybe they don't allow backlinks to this article, but this article is actually really interesting. You can click on it and you can basically learn about the strategy from people in academia, which is very unusual for these gurus, right? Like to have actual verified strategies is very, very unusual. So I've done a ton of videos. You probably see these every week. If not, you can go to this article, check them out. I also put screenshots, all sorts of details every week of like his different trades and things. So I'm trying to keep up to speed with things. I was trying to take a little bit of a mental health break for a while there, but unfortunately I'm back at it. He basically can't stop me now. I'm just like got to do this. So I did a video just earlier in the week, which is right here. It was the Nate Bear Profit Surge Trader. He did 50% in 8 minutes on an Amazon alert. So Amazon is a stock of the month basically for February. He had great earnings. It gapped up. If you look at the chart on Amazon, it's fantastic. So if you go to AMZN, Nate Bear saw this coming. He saw this gap up and we played it. We played it actually really quickly on this first little bit and played it again here. And it'll probably continue to do this. If not, then we've at least made money very quickly on Amazon. So he did this by setting limit orders, which might have caught a few people off guard. And basically, if you look at the not the track record, but the inside the dashboard, you can see he did this kind of opening bid type of idea. I covered this thoroughly in the video, and again, I'll link it below because I don't want to go back over the Amazon trade because I already did that. I want to talk more about the other two trades that he also alerted, which are like the bonus trades, right? So Amazon is the official main trade of February, and we're going to trade that every week with calls. And they're not always going to be setting on like the Monday, so there's a live session at noon on Mondays. They're not always going to be like that's when the trade is placed. Like this one, he put in the limit order for a pullback. Like, so I talk about that again in the Amazon order, in the Amazon video, so definitely check that out if you want more information on that. It's not like every week we're just going to buy calls on Amazon randomly. There's a lot of thought process, a lot of technical analysis goes into this, on top of the fact that there's this profit surge after earnings. So this is a really cool service. I really like this. Now this coming week, there's going to be this shift because of President's Day, and Monday's closed, right? So we're not doing it on Monday, we're doing it on Wednesday. Not sure quite why we're doing it on Wednesday, but that's how it is. Anyway, the two other trades that Nate alerted this week, the two bonus trades, were DG and AAP. Both of these were winning trades, a 45% win on DG and a 20% win on AAP calls as well. So you can see why Nate Bear should be called Nate Calls, right? Or Nate Bull, because he basically is nearly always doing calls. So DG was a bonus trade, and you can see that they're stored under this trades tab. Obviously the stream is offline, so you can't see anything on that right now when he's not, presenting. So I'll try and zoom in a little bit so you can see the details here. So if we go up here and we scroll up to the entry and exits, so you can see that there's nothing weird going on here. Some of these trades are from we had this open house thing where he did the Daily Profits Live, which again I'll link an article to that as well. That's his service where he takes these trades every single day, not just once a week. So sometimes the bonus trades might not be profit surges after earnings, they can be runs into earnings. So sometimes the volatility of a contract can go up as you get closer towards the earnings event. And if the price of the contracts go up as well with Delta, then you can also get this really nice, profit. So he often does the bonus trades might be earnings runs rather than running after earnings. So he's saying here DG with a nice daily squeeze and a reversal pattern setting up after a long pullback. I'm trying to diversify a little out of tech. That's smart because there was a lot of problems in the market, or at least potential catalysts in the market this last week. And he says, I really like this chart setup. I'll mark it up shortly and update. So here we go. So you're getting an insight into Nate Bear's thought processes here. You can see, I'll zoom out a little bit so you can kind of see this. My computer will let me zoom out just a tiny bit. Come on. Nope, doesn't want to. It's not that relevant because you don't really need to see past this point right here. I'll show you on TradingView in a minute. So this is his markup. It's on the daily chart, I think. Yep, the daily chart. And he says DG has been a little beaten up over the last year. A little beaten up, that's for sure. And that being said, it's starting to turn to higher highs and looks like it wants to break higher into the gap. So he's got these yellow lines right here and right here. He says they have earnings coming up in about 4 weeks. I want to play this name long, but not through earnings. So he never plays through earnings. Nobody should play through earnings, in my opinion. It's stupid. If you play through earnings, you're really gambling, right? Because even if earnings are good, the conference call might be bad. You just never know. So it's like this random event. So here's his trading plan. So everybody always says, well, does he give a good trading plan? Well, it doesn't get much more clear than this. Here's the trading plan. Entry near 136, stop on close under 130, target 140, and then 150. Does he always take the targets? No. If you're up 50% on a contract in 2 days, you're going to take it whether your target is 145 or 150. But let's have a look at DG on TradingView and see how it looked. So if we go to DG, so it went to 145 and he took profits right here. So you can see the 145 line is right here. Try this line right across here, 145-ish, 144. So it basically jumped up, and this was on the 1 hour chart. So you can see we had this big gap up, take profits. So pretty nice. So plenty of time. So remember, this came out on if we go to the daily chart, this wasn't like an immediate move. And this is what I love about this service, this Profit Surge Trader service, is we're not talking about moves that happen straight away and you're left chasing. We're talking about moves that take a day or two, and so people have time to get in on these things. So for example, there was a dip around the day he bought. So he bought, this was so Monday the 12th, right? There was this dip, so people were getting in down here and then selling up here, which is fantastic. So if you can't go to the live, you can watch the live stream and get in the next day. And I keep telling people, you can get a better price the next day often. Now you might want to scale in. You might want to say buy a half position here when he does, and then buy another half position on the dip, and then you get this move, which is really nice. So DG was a fantastic bonus winner, and you can see that people were making money in the Discord here from DG. So let's see. So DG bonus trade plus 45%. That's pretty nice. Let's see who else got this. So some people took off early. DG took off and was able to, so you got to have that patience. So you know, people are taking profits, but sometimes they get a little bit impatient and it becomes harder to get this. But people were making money on DG, that's for sure. So these were all winners. It got out of DG yesterday in a pop. It was only 25% as opposed to 5%, but still kept profits. So not everybody's playing them exactly the same. It's kind of a psychological battle, right? If you get the dip, then the next day you're up here, then maybe you buy here, and suddenly the next day it goes all the way up to here. So it's hard. It can be hard, even with somebody as good as Nate. You know, it's difficult at times. So let's move on to the final trade, which was the one that was taking the longest and the one that people I think were the least optimistic about, which was AAP. And so it's like the most messy looking chart as well. And really, this was where the profits were made on this sell-off. Basically, the sell-off candle looks bad on the daily. Maybe if we move to like the early, you can start to see like what was more kind of happening here. So you can see we had this kind of dip and then we bounced back. So AAP was probably the worst of these trades, but let's see what Nate had to say about it before I criticize it too much. I only took Amazon out of all of these, by the way. I'm trying to take just the trades that are the ones that are more like the main trade for the week. So let's reload these trades right here. So he got 45%. Not everybody got 45%, but it's still definitely a doable trade. Far better than a lot of services, in my opinion. Here's the AAP calls. So let's see what he said about opening the AAP calls. Here we go. So closing. So the problem I have here is I've got to distinguish which ones are which, because there's different AAPs, because we've played, like I said, we had an open house the last week or the week before, where he took some positions. So just trying to find the actual AAP calls. Let me see. So we need to look at the actual value. And this is something people always ask, is like, how far out did they go? Well, this was the 13th, so these ones were 2 or 3 weeks out. So the $70 calls for AAP. These were a little bit further out, so they were like 4 weeks out for the 145 calls for DG. So yeah. So here I'm actually not seeing the initial call for the AAPs. So this might be something else. Not completely sure about what AAP was. Maybe that was during the open house event. Like I said, I only do the Amazon ones, or the ones that are for the month. I don't get into all these other ones. See how he's talking about scaling Meta and things here. These again are all February 12th. So bidding Amazon, scaling Meta, closing Meta calls. Yeah, that's a weird one. Anyway, people did make some money on it. It was definitely the worst one out of all of them. You can tell by the chart. I'm not quite sure what happened with the alerts. Like I said, I'm not following that exactly. Let's see what people in the Discord, which you can get access to, if you show me confirmation that you actually purchased the service, so that we make sure everybody in here is actually part of the service. This is cool. Gogo Shad is up 48% on this. DG. So just looking through. Calvin did really good, sold DG for 40%. That's really nice. So anyway, that's kind of what we're doing in Profit Surge Trader. If you want access to this private channel, it's my own private channel, Discord. It's not associated with the Profit Surge Trading people at all. It's purely my Discord. Then just send me an email. I'll put my email below. It's stockalertsreviewed@protonmail.com. Or you can contact me through the website, at this article, or my Facebook group. All these links will be in the description below. And I hope I've given you a transparent look at what the week has been like for Nate Bears, Profit Surge Trader. And I'll talk to you guys soon.